Thank you for joining us. I'm Mary Yanez, Director of the Senior Adult Program at the El Paso Community College. And this is Mature Living. Thank you for being here. You're going to enjoy some interviews that we have all scheduled for you. We're going to be talking to one of our community partners, UTEP, right? We're EPCC and UTEP are hand in hand to serve our seniors, our older adults, our young adults, and our college students. So it's just great to invite Lynn Provenzano, who is the Executive Director of the OLLI program that we call OLLI, but it stands for Osher Lifelong Learning Institute. And you brought a guest. You brought one of your volunteers, Sandra Gamez. Thank you for being here, Sandra, and thank you for being here.
Thank you, Mary. Thank you for inviting us.
We're about to start our summer, semester, right? So
we are.
We're really interested in registrations, in filling our classes, in talking about all of the different classes that you offer through the OLLI program at UTEP. So let's begin by talking about the OLLI program and who can register. Do they have to be a certain age?
Yes. Well, we are known as OLLI for the Osher Lifelong Learning Institute. And it is for people over the age of 50 because we believe that learning never gets old and curiosity never gets old. So our session starts on June 3rd and registration is still open. We have a lot of offers, a lot of offers. And we are based out of UTEP. We're part of the Osher Foundation and part of a network of 124 OLLIs across the country.
Oh my gosh. And hopefully one of the successful ones, which is we're trying to get those registrations, those students to register for those classes. That's always our goal, isn't it?
It is. We want to serve as many people as we possibly can. Our mission is to mitigate isolation and to create a social environment for people so that no one ever has to be lonely and that you can always stay active.
Yes, very good. And Sandra, you're a volunteer. With the OLLI program.
Yes, ma'am.
I want to know a little bit about yourself. How did you get involved as a volunteer?
I was getting tired of running after my grandchildren at home. I've been retired about 5 years already. I retired from the government, and so I was looking for something to do. And I ran across this program, and I looked into it, and I saw that they had a lot of things to offer, so I just got involved. And I saw that they were looking for volunteers for the office, so I signed up to be a volunteer, and they called me, and I have loved every minute of it.
Very good. And how long have you been a volunteer already?
I've been a volunteer about 2 months.
Very good. So you're in the learning mode.
Yes, I'm still in the learning mode.
So you're probably going to be helping a lot of OLLI students.
I hope so. I hope so.
And we hope you do that for many, many years because volunteering is the best.
It is.
Not only do you benefit, but the people that you serve benefit.
That's true.
They benefit as well. Okay, so let's get started with the mission. We always have a mission, don't we?
We do. And our mission, again, is to mitigate isolation, to create a social environment where people can always stay connected, that there's always some place for you to go and enjoy someone else's company and to learn and to keep your brain thriving and active and to keep yourself active.
And when we hear about these classes, we're going to see why we keep these topics are amazing, what you all come up with. It's wonderful and great instructors. So I wanted to ask you also, you need to be a member of the OLLI program?
You do. This is a membership-based organization, and there is an annual membership fee. It is not prorated, but no matter what, there are so many benefits to membership with us. And then, of course, we have a registration fee for each of our terms.
Okay. And how many semesters do you?
We have three. Our fall semester is 12 weeks long, broken up into 2 sessions. And our spring session is 10 weeks long, broken up into 2 sessions. And then summer is 6 weeks long, just 1 session.
So you have 6 weeks and 10 weeks classes, which is super. When we work on those schedules, it's really a lot of work.
It's very challenging.
Finding the classrooms and UTEP helps by providing the facilities.
Yes, UTEP helps us by providing room for us in Miners Hall. We also have held classes in Centennial Museum and Memorial Gym, but we also partner with the Rio Grande Cancer Foundation and we hold classes in their facility as well.
Well, good. We hope that more people step up to provide classrooms for y'all. And so, so you've got to be 50 years old, become a member, pay that membership fee. And then if you want to take classes, do you pay for each of the classes?
No, it's a one-time fee, so take as many classes as you can fit into your schedule.
Well, it's very interesting, all the classes that OLLI offers. They offer everything from art to walking tours to pickleball to learn a new language, learn how to paint. It's great. All you have to do is whatever you're interested in.
And so when you get calls and you're a volunteer at the office, what kind of questions do you get asked when they're inquiring about the...
I usually ask them, what are your hobbies? What do you like to do? Would you like to learn a new language? Would you like to join a reading club? Would you like to play pickleball? There's yoga, chair yoga for us elderly people.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things, There's
And you
a
help to...
great variety. And I help to steer them towards what they like, what they're interested in, what they want to do.
That's wonderful. And it keeps you healthy as well.
Oh yeah, it does. Now I get up in the morning and I have a purpose. I got to go to OLLI. I get so excited.
That's good. You know, see, we're helping everybody, even our own volunteers and our own employees.
And we also offer classes online and in person. We call those our hybrid classes. So if you can't come to class in person, you can take it online.
Yes, super. Summer registration just started, and we want to make sure that those classes are full. Can you give me a little bit more explanation of some of the classes and some of the new things that people will find? And let's show your people can get, where do they get that beautiful summer catalog?
The catalog is direct mailed to many households here in the city, but we also have catalogs distributed throughout the city at libraries, or they can call the office and we'll be happy to mail one to them. It's also available online. You can pick up the catalog online and you can print it from there, or you can just flip through the pages and see what might interest you.
Very good. We have about 60 sections of classes in our program, and it's wellness and exercise and dance and art and computers and things like that. How are your categories?
We have a lot of categories, different variety. We have art appreciation, we have languages, we have history, we have current events, humanities, some writing courses. The most popular ones right now are the tours. We have walking tours throughout the city, and we have a tasting tour coming up this summer as well. We call it the OLLI Staycation.
Oh my God.
Enjoy the city and things that you would like to do but never took the time to do. Learn about the history of some of our restaurants. Learn about the history of some of our neighborhoods. One of our instructors, David Varela, will be teaching some history and taking people to Kern Place and Austin Terrace and all of the neighborhoods. He'll start at the Hotel Indigo because once upon a time that was a neighborhood before the hotel district started and restaurant district started there. So he will be walking people through a lot of different areas. Online is very much a convenience for many people, but more and more people want to be in person.
Oh,
all of our newer members want to be in person.
And is that what you're finding, Sandra? When they're calling?
When the people come in and they're in the office, they meet a lot of new people. And everybody there at OLLI is very friendly. They made me feel welcome right away.
Oh.
I walked in and everybody said hi to me and they introduced themselves. Yep. I made a lot of good friends already, and it's wonderful. It's just a good place to gather and talk and socialize.
How many courses do you offer in this summer?
For the summer, we have about 60 offers.
Wow.
But that includes your single lectures for some of the lecture series that we have.
So lecture series are 2 hours a week or twice a week?
Lecture series are once a week, different guest speaker each week.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
That is really nice. And how do you get your instructors? How do you find those specialists that know so much about the particular topic?
Well, we reach out to them. We network with all of our members. We network with our current instructors. We network with people on campus at UTEP. A lot of our guest speakers come from the Health and Sciences College. A lot of them are doing research. We also participate with some of their research programs because we have a group of people that fits into their criteria. And we do some intergenerational classes as well, where we have UTEP students meet with our OLLI students, and we bridge that generation gap and share experience. Because, you know, like the younger generation knows better how to use their smartphone than I certainly do. But we have more business experience in the world, so as they're getting ready to graduate, we can share information. And it's been very beneficial to both OLLI and UTEP students.
What's your goal for enrollment this semester, the summer?
Our goal is actually to, oh my goodness, beat the numbers we had last year. Okay, let's put it that way.
Yes. Yes.
We're looking to build our membership to 500 members. Not everybody registers for our classes, but if you are a member, you get our weekly bulletin, and you are advised all the time of what's going on. And if you're not traveling this summer, then you register for classes.
That's wonderful.
Mm-hmm. There are still people out there who are afraid to be in public. This is why we offer our online courses, and we'll keep offering courses. As a member, you even have access to some of the community events that our colleagues at Northwestern University at the Osher National Resource Center offer to us. So you have opportunities that are so amazing, and just to keep yourself active and informed.
Yes. And new people that come to the city that are new to the city, don't you think they're probably looking for places to go and things to do, like your program, Sandra, and Lynn's? This is a great way to get to know the city and the people. Don't you think, Sandra?
Oh, yeah.
Are you getting any new people that move into town?
If you need somebody to hang out with, come and have coffee and snacks in our office, and you will get to know a lot of people. You'll get to know a lot of activities that we're going to get ready to do. I signed up for some of the walking tours, and I'm so excited because I've never done that before. I want to learn all about the history of El Paso and what's going on around me. It's a great place for someone that doesn't know the city to come and have fun.
And the more that you learn, the more that you can share.
And a lot of things in your program we do not offer in our program.
Yeah.
So we complement each other very nicely.
How can people get a hold of you? I want them to register. I want them to go and visit your office. Tell us where you're located, your phone number, your email, whatever they need.
Give us a call at 915-747-6280, or email olli@utep.edu, or go online to www.utep.edu/OLLI. So you can call, you can email, or you can go online.
Yes, very good. And they can start their classes, and that's what's really important. It's a new way of life.
Yes, it is.
It's a new way of life for some people that have not thought that learning was important. Lifelong learning. I love the title of your program. You know, the Osher Lifelong Learning Institute.
That's right.
And we call it OLLI here in El Paso, so you be sure and call UTEP. OLLI Provenzano and Sandra. Oops, I've got to get your name here. Sandra Gamez. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And we'll be back with more guests, would you believe? Thank you for staying with us. As promised, we have an interesting guest for you to meet, Eleanor Coldwell. She's an advocate for the visually impaired. Been working with the community for many years, very involved. And, you know, I wanted just for you to meet her and to learn about what services are available for the visually impaired. Many of us are going through issues, and we don't know where it will end. But Eleanor, thank you for being here with us and staying around in this community to continue to serve the elderly and the persons with visual issues.
Thank you very much. I'm honored to be here.
And the last time I saw you, we were at the Area Agency on Aging
Yes.
meeting, the advisory council, which you're active and you're very loyal about being at your meetings. Thank you for that as well.
Absolutely.
Of course, we work with Yvette Lugo,
Yes.
and she's one of our favorites here on Mature Living as well. So tell me a little bit about your story and how you became visually impaired.
I was diagnosed with macular degeneration in 2015, and I was already starting to lose my vision. And so I got in touch with the Texas Workforce Commission to ask if they had any help that I might be able to obtain. And I had a counselor come over to my house, and he gave me a flyer that said, "Are you losing your vision? Are you nervous? Are you afraid? Are you worried? Do you need someone to talk to?" And it had a phone number. And I called that number, and the lady I spoke to was the treasurer for the El Paso Council of the Blind. And that's how I got involved with the El Paso Council of the Blind. And they became my mentors. They taught me how to begin to live with loss of vision. And so I've been interested ever since.
Do you have any peripheral vision at all, or?
I have a little bit of central vision, not much, but I do have some peripheral vision, but I'm losing
Kind
that
of on
as
the
well.
sides, around.
Yes, but that's fading as well.
It's fading as well. It must have been really, worrisome to know that you would not be able to see anymore at our age, and so it's shocking, I think, because we're all going through some issues, and sight is so important for us.
Yes.
Can you tell me how it impacted you and your family?
Well, it was frightening. It was all of a sudden your self-confidence, your security is almost swept out from under you because you're wondering how in the world are you going to navigate your world when you're not going to be able to see anything. And of course, the first thing you have to stop doing is driving. So that was very painful to watch the DMV woman cut my driver's license in half. But yes, so it's frightening. But after you get your training, after you become aware of all of the things that are available to us and the different ways that we can use to navigate all of the assistive technology, the doctors we can see to help with our lighting and magnifiers, and there's just a plethora of things that we can use to help us get through this world. And although when that doctor tells you, "I'm sorry to tell you that you're going blind and there's nothing more we can do for you," that's devastating. And you feel like you're standing on the edge of a cliff and about to be blown off.
Yes.
And it's very scary. But I would like for people who are at that precipice to know that there's a whole world out there ahead of you. You'll be fine. All you are lacking is the knowledge and the training, and you'll do great.
Oh my gosh. Well, that's inspiring for anybody that's watching right now that might be going through this issue. So you've been involved, you're a client of the Texas Workforce Commission. Tell me about the OIB.
Okay. The Texas Workforce Commission is a state agency based out of Austin, and they have 2 offices here in El Paso. They have offices all over the state, but we have 2 here in El Paso, one downtown and one in the Lower Valley. And they have counselors who help people who are disabled. They help them with education, they help them with job opportunities, trainings, things like that. But they also have a branch called the OIB program, which is that stands for Older Individuals Who Are Blind program, and that's for people who are 65 years of age and older. And those counselors will come to your house and help train you on using your cell phones, on getting around in your house, on using a white cane. But the sad thing is that in the state of Texas, there are almost 400,000 older individuals who are experiencing loss of vision.
Wow.
And that doesn't mean they're totally blind. Some still have a little bit of vision, but we still need help.
Absolutely.
And there are only 20 counselors.
Wow.
And any of the counselors here in the state of Texas are responsible for at least 12 counties that they need to see clients at. So they're spread very, very thinly.
Yes.
And so because of that, Texas Workforce Commission now launched a program called the SKIP program, which stands for Senior Keys to Independence program. And that program consists of a 4-day intensive training in an apartment-style setting for small groups of about 8 people who will train for 4 days in specifically home management, personal grooming, meal preparation, white cane, assistive technology, and in entertainment. And so once they attend those classes, and they are very nervous when they first start because these are newly blinded individuals, and after they've had that 4-day training, they feel like they feel powerful.
Can do anything. And we've seen some super, and heard of super people that are just doing great things in spite of their loss of sight.
And so even after they've gone through that 4-day training, the counselors still will be doing the home visits to help them out.
I would love to write a resolution. I belong to the silver-haired legislatures in Austin, and we meet and we advocate for senior issues or older adult issues, older Texan issues, and I'd love to write a resolution to be able to get more counselors.
It would be wonderful. Now, right now,
Texas.
those 2 SKIP programs are only in Dallas and in San Antonio. And so we are advocating for increased funding so that we can have regional areas where we can have even one here in El Paso, so people don't have to travel so far.
And we're way West Texas. So,
and so these people could then come to El Paso and get their training and not have to fly to Dallas or to to San Antonio. So what we're doing is we're looking for legislators who are willing to sponsor the bill or support the bill. And we know that Senator Menendez in San Antonio has expressed the willingness to sponsor it, and our own Senator Cesar Blanco has expressed an interest.
Well, then we have some support there.
We do.
And all we have to do is write that resolution and see if the Texas Silver-Haired
That would be
Register can
fantastic.
present
It would be so helpful.
We have a legislative forum and we agenda. So we'll work on that, you and I.
We would appreciate that.
You and I will work on that.
Yes.
Also, how can the community help here in El Paso to help each other in our special needs?
I think
Businesses
that the way that they could help, businesses, museums, theaters, just about anywhere you go, the airport and any of these places, if they will ask us to come and do some training for them, we would be elated to come and do training to teach them how you can help a person who is blind or visually impaired, things to say, things how to help them walk, how to guide them. It's just things that really we don't think about as sighted individuals, of things that we say or do that just are not at all helpful to us, and as a matter of fact, sometimes hinder us.
I've tried in my home to close my eyes and try to maneuver.
Mm-hmm.
Then I've had to peek because, you know, I
know.
I get scared.
We can't help it. Yeah.
And then I peek and I go, oh no, I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be good.
No,
you know?
your brain doesn't want you to not see.
No,
Mm-hmm.
it's just so amazing.
It's a huge adjustment.
Your advocacy work is really, really important. And we want people to get a hold of you so that they can learn from you about the services provided.
Okay.
They are available to persons with, sight issues. And, we can learn even before it happens, right? Before.
Oh, yes.
Before we've lost our sight. So can you give us a phone number that they can call you at if they have questions? But then also there's an email that we can call.
Mm-hmm.
And what the email is for.
Okay. The phone number that you can call is area code 915-479-4338.
Okay.
And you can call and get information. And then the website that we have for the El Paso Council of the Blind is epblind.org. Mm-hmm.
What's amazing to me is the 400,000 people older adults that are
and
having,
20 counselors.
Yes, and only 20 counselors.
20 counselors, and
there's got to be a change on.
Yes, there has to be a change. We need more, and so we need more funding for that.
Well, I want to thank you for coming by to Mature Living and sharing your knowledge with us, and we want to help in whatever way that we can, because that's what we're all about.
Thank you.
Here at the El Paso Community College Senior Adult Program and this community. Thank you, Eleanor, for being with us.
Thank you.
It was lovely talking to you.
It was a pleasure.
And I guess we'll be back next week for more Mature Living.